All right, there it goes. Hi, everyone. This is Rick here. Welcome to Digital Fortress. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how to put multiple Daedalus ITN wallets into Yoroi Mobile because Yoroi Mobile will support it. So what I did is I made a wallet in the ITN Daedalus, inside Daedalus, and I moved it over to the Yoroi Mobile. Then I also made another 15-word. We're going to focus on the 15-word rewards wallets today. And I took the 15-word rewards wallet and I moved it over to Daedalus, and it worked both ways. Let me drop this link in Telegram, and I want to make sure I can view this on my tablet. I have limited screen space as usual. Let me see if I can get this going. Paste. That way people can leave me questions and comments in the chat. I can't see the chat. Why can't I see the chat? Okay, I see. There we go. Okay, I can see the chat now. Hey, Mashore Turk, how you doing there? First in. There you go. All right, and just let a few folks know that I'm live streaming. Now I'm going to try something I've never done before. I'm going to screen share my entire desktop with limited desk space and pull up both Daedalus and Yoroi side by side so I can show you how it's done. Most people can figure it out. It's pretty easy to do, but it's usually a big confidence builder for beginners to be able to see somebody else do it and then turn around and do it themselves. It's a lot easier if you see somebody else do it. So I am going to be putting 15-word passphrases on the display with small amounts of ADA in it. Make sure you never show your 15-word seed, 15-word passphrase, 15-word secret. Make sure you never show those on the screen. I will be doing that. So I'm going to give that a try now. Let me just close out of Telegram here. Hi, James. How you doing? I see you there. And I got to minimize. Now I'm going to try what I haven't ever tried before. I'm going to try to share my entire desktop along with Yoroi wallet. So let's see how it goes. You know, you never get good at doing stuff unless you do stuff. No one ever got good at doing push-ups by just doing one push-up. So if this doesn't work, I'm sorry, and I'll just punch out, delete the video. And if it does work, then yay, new technique. All right, let me make sure I can still see chat. Yes, I can. All right, yeah, okay. So let me get this screen share. It might confuse me at first, but we will find out. Okay, so I'm going to share my entire screen. Oh, that looks all right. Okay, let's see how that comes out on YouTube. Now on my screen, let me see if I can organize these little displays here. All right. Hopefully you can see that. Looks like it's working. It is working. Yay. Uh-oh, people are telegramming. All right, so what I have on the left is ITN Daedalus. What I have on the right is Yoroi Mobile. So I've got it plugged in from my cell phone. I have it going in through the computer so that I can display it. And what I have over here on the left in the ITN Daedalus is I have multiple bags. I just named them bag. You know, there's my rewards wallet. Here's my bag number 2 and bag number 3. And then I'm going to log into Yoroi Mobile. Okay. And here's the cool thing about Yoroi Mobile. You can have multiple wallets. I've got a mainnet bag in there. That is mainnet ADA inside there. And then on the multicolored purple and blue icon, I have a testnet bag. So what I'm going to do is add a wallet. I'm going to add bag number 2 here over here in Daedalus. Wow, it's amazing. My internet's working. I've got crummy hotel internet. I'm in a hotel right now at San Diego. I'm on travel, and it's really bad internet, but it's still working. So I got Daedalus and Yoroi, and everything's working. I can see the chat there. If you got questions, let me know in the chat. So I got the Yoroi wallet open. I'm going to add. So you see the buttons down on the bottom right. Add wallet, Shelly testnet. So I'm going to hit add wallet, Shelly testnet wallet. And I got 2 options, create and restore. So I already created the wallet. I'm going to restore. So I have this one, and I got to put in a recovery phrase. Okay, never use a really dumb recovery phrase like this. I'm just meeting the minimum requirements. Why does it say it's too short? Restore the wallet. To restore the wallet, provide the recovery phrase you received. Oh, gosh. No, that's going to be the password that I'm going to use. Correction. Yeah, so I got to put in the recovery phrase for that and punch that in. Take my glasses off for a sec. Okay, so that's going to be, can you see? Yeah, you can see my phone. Okay. And I'm going to do two of them. So if people dial in later, you can see a second shot and ask questions. Plus, it will demonstrate that putting the wallets in works both ways, from Daedalus to Yoroi and back again, as long as they're all 15 words. Hopefully I spell it all correctly, so it's not to waste your time. Okay, so let me see if I got that right. All right, let's see here. Restore wallet. Wallet name. This one was bag number 2. This one already has a small amount of ADA in it. And then the spending password. I'm going to use a really, really dumb password. Never show your passwords and never use really dumb passwords. This is a dummy password. Okay, so they match. All right, and then hit continue. Restored, read the directions, and then hit confirm. Wallet upgrade. I did check last time. It doesn't need the upgrade, so all done. Continue. Okay, and this restores the wallet, and it worked. Okay, so there's the bag number 2 on the left in Daedalus, and there's bag number 2 on the right. It's already delegated to pool PEGA, PEGA, 3.2 ADA in it. And if I pull it up over here, I can go to the stake pools, and there it is showing here as PEGA, and it's showing on the right as PEGA, and it has the information. So pretty cool. Okay, then to, oops, sometimes I gotta back in. Okay, now if I want to go back, I hit the icon and hit switch wallet. Okay, and I can go to bag number 2, and I'm back into bag number 2. Okay, so this wallet I created on Yoroi Mobile, and then I put it in Daedalus. Then I sent the funds from my Daedalus main bag to my Yoroi restored wallet. Then I created 15 words. Just make sure you use the 15-word versions. I created a wallet in Daedalus, sent funds to it, moved it over to Yoroi. So that's the one I'm going to restore next. Okay, let's see. Any questions? No questions. Okay. So what I'm going to restore next is the reverse. This one will be bag number 3. So you hit the gear icon, then hit switch wallet, then hit add wallet again. And I'm going to do restore wallet. Then I put in the recovery phrase for bag number 3. This one is not yet delegated. I sent 5 ADA to it, 5 TADA, testnet ADA. And then that one is, so you put the passphrase in. And again, you know, if you get the 15-word passphrase and restore the wallet before I recover the funds, then you win the ADA. So you can either win 3.2 or 5 ADA by punching in the passphrase before I recover the wallet. The only thing I ask of you is to just give me enough time to finish the video before you snag it. People have been having problems with Daedalus and Yoroi, but I've seemed to be pretty lucky. Sometimes it glitches up, but when it works, it works. Okay, let's see if I got that one right. And again, you can write them down. This is bag number 3. Those words, make sure you never show the 15 words to anyone. I'm doing this for training purposes. And the spending password is my ultra dumb password. Let's make sure I can see it. Okay, yeah, typo. Never ever make passwords that simple. This is just for training purposes. Okay, looks good, confirm. Now this will restore. I'm gonna hit skip this time, just let it restore. Okay, and you can see there's 5 ADA in this one on my phone, shown on the screen right there, over there somewhere. Okay, and this is bag number 3, 5 ADA, so they match. So my Daedalus, let me see, this one was the reverse wallet. Okay, this is the wallet that I built on Daedalus and then restored. And you can keep doing this. I don't know what the limit is. You can make as many of these as you want. Okay, so now I'm going to delegate it with Yoroi Mobile. Oh, don't need my glasses for that. Any questions, just let me know. Any tech support questions, let me know. I'll do my best to answer. Okay, so to delegate, okay, the little phone is shown on the screen. I'm going to hit go to staking center. I'm going to search for a pool. Let me search for love and hit search. One of these is Papa Carp's pool, the gentleman who makes pool tool. Did I hit search? I did hit search. Let me try it again. And I'll watch the replay. That's when I see how I do dumb stuff. Okay, there's L Stake, PFL, L Lovely. There's Lovely. Another friend on Telegram. I'll delegate to Lovely. There we go. Hit delegate. Then put in that spending password. Now notice I had 5 Theta and the fee is 0.8. So it's going to be 4.2. You can see that on the screen there. I'm putting my dumb password. 1, 2, 3. Keep hitting a 5 on there. That looks correct. I hit delegate. And it's going to take a moment. It still says 5, but I saw it cycle. So it may or may not have worked. You see how the screen says right there, you've not delegated your ADA yet. So it looks like it did not stick. Aha. I just saw it update on Daedalus. So if you look on the left-hand Daedalus, bag number 3, it just dropped to 4.2 ADA. So the transaction took, and you can see it right here. So although it didn't reflect in Yoroi yet, it did reflect in Daedalus right away. So it went out onto the blockchain, through some of the nodes, through the network, over to the Yoroi server, and then it reflected in Daedalus, but it has not reflected in Yoroi yet. So what I will do is I will switch wallets. I'll go back to bag number 2 for a moment and let it refresh. Then I will switch wallets again and go to bag number 3. And there it is. It updated. Okay. So I guess there's a workaround I just figured out. When I tested this before I started the video, it updated immediately. So Yoroi Mobile is a real champ. I know I said that a few days ago, but Yoroi Mobile is a real champ. I have no idea how many wallets you can put in there. Maybe I'll test that next. So I've got 3 in there now. So I just hit switch wallet. Well, I got 4. I got a mainnet bag and I got 3 testnet bags in there. Okay. And then I can just review each one and change who I'm staking to. Oh, there's a pause. I saw this earlier. When I went to select a wallet, it went to this please wait screen. and it might take 20 or 30 seconds, but if it doesn't, then I just close it out. Let me close it out completely. Go back into Yoroi, log in, and go back to bag number 2. Okay, and it came right back up. So if it looks like you get a waiting web page on Yoroi Mobile, you don't have to really wait that long. You just select something else or close it, reopen it, and it reconnects. So there you go. Okay, any questions in there? Let's see. Engineer Prepper, you missed the beginning. So can I use my Daedalus wallet keywords in Yoroi? Yes, Engineer Prepper. Yes, you can. That's what I just did. That's what I just demonstrated in the video. I did it both ways, as long as it's 15 words. I created a wallet in Yoroi, moved it to Daedalus, and it worked. Then I sent funds to it. Then I created a wallet in Daedalus, moved it to Yoroi, and I sent funds to it. The one limitation I found, oh, let me show you that. I almost forgot. Let me show you. Let's see here. Okay, so here's the part where I'm a little bit confused. On my Yoroi bag right here that you see on the right-hand side of the screen, I don't know where to find the address to send funds to it on the Yoroi mobile screen. I don't know where to copy and paste it. If anyone does know, let me know in the chat. So, like, if I want to send funds or receive funds, I can do it here and send it. Well, I can do it here and receive funds into this wallet and go to this wallet and send the funds to that wallet, right? But I do not see where to put that in Yoroi Mobile. I missed it. Maybe I missed it. But anyway, I got both of them running right here. Let's see here. Go back to my screen. Hopefully answered your question. Okay. Riley O'Flowen. Hello, Riley. Question. Will Haskell be tested on the testnet? And your thoughts on that? Yes, Haskell be tested on the testnet. Yes. And my thoughts on that is that I think it's a really good idea to test it on the testnet. I think it's still going to take several weeks to test Haskell on the testnet before it goes to mainnet, because the pool operators are going to have to learn any of the differences in Haskell and how it's configured and get it running smoothly on the testnet before transitioning to mainnet. And that's the brilliance of Cardano. I don't know if you all seen it, but just a few weeks ago, IOTA had this massive hack because it was ingesting third-party code into the Trinity wallet. It's like, wow. Okay, I'm glad Daedalus doesn't do that. I'm glad Yoroi doesn't do that. And then earlier today, we had CZ Binance and Justin Sun. I keep wanting to call him Justin Tron. I like both of those guys as people on. They're good salesmen, but bad business because they're smart business. They're a lot richer than I am. But anyway, they captured Steam. They hard forked Steam and like took over the network. So Cardano needs to be resistant to that kind of stuff. Basically, the stakers on Steam had enough stake in control of CZ and Justin Sun that they were able to take control of it. And now they're trying to roll their votes back. So Cardano needs to be resistant to that kind of garbage, because that's BS. That's why we're trying to get away from fiat, right? One of the reasons anyway, one of the many. All right, so sorry about that little rant, but engineer, hopefully I answered your question, Riley O'Flowen. What a lovely Irish name. Engineer Prepper says, can I use my Daedalus key phrase to restore my wallet in Yoroi? Yes. Let's see. Oh, I see you're answering each other's questions. Good. Oh, Monsieur Turk says this feature's not available. I'm wondering if what you mean is the feature to copy your address from Yoroi Mobile. So I'm going to go over here to bag number 2 on the right side of the screen. And I'm looking for where the address is located. And I don't see it in there. I don't see it in there. Yeah, it doesn't look like you can. Yoroi testnet It doesn't look like you can send and receive funds on the mobile wallet, but you can do it in the Yoroi web app, which currently only supports one wallet, but will soon support two in the plugin. Okay. Let's see. Oh shoot, my chat wasn't scrolling. Let's see. Jabari asked, "How long did it take to configure stake pool?" Well, that's just kind of hard to ask. When I first started configuring the stake pools, it took probably 5 hours to get it wrong. Okay, and then it took multiple tries of a couple hours each to eventually get it right. So, I mean, when it was early on and we were just learning and trying to figure it out, because I've been doing it since late September, early October when the network phase first started. And the network phase was the hard part. As a matter of fact, the problems that we see right now are not incentivized problems, they are network problems. So now that it's well understood, I could probably set a pool up in 30 minutes, maybe less. I tried to do it at the Apple Store a couple weeks ago. I tried to set up a stake pool on, but I can't do port forwarding. So you got to be able to do port forwarding. So a non-proficient operator, it's going to take them 3 or 4 hours to get it right. The proficient operator can probably do it in 30 minutes. So hopefully that answers your question. Oh, the address is Mashore Turk. Thank you for answering that, Mashore Turk. I appreciate it. The addresses part is not available in the Yoroi Mobile just yet. Oh, Engineer Prepper says, "I've staked with you since day one." Thank you, Engineer Prepper. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone staking with Digi too. I appreciate it. You also have my friend Philippe over there in Scar, if you'd like to stake with Scar. We have a lot of community members putting in a lot of work, like Papa Carp with the pool's called Love and Lieben in German. He also has a Japanese pool. We have Pal Dorogi, who is a save the test net earlier, or let's say late December, early January. Pal Dorogi saved us on the test net with his TCP settings. So his pool is under UNDR. And Chris Graff, massive contributions. His pool is MASTR. And you have also, who else was in there? Michael Fazio. He runs SAND, SAND. Michael Fazio is currently the savior of the testnet with his 089. I shouldn't say saved, high performance. He's made high performance modifications to the 089 baseline, and it's working pretty good. So if you want to set up a pool, check out Chris Graff's and Powderogi's pool optimizations. Check out the modified code by Michael Fazio. And you can always use the IOHK baseline, IOHK baseline 0813. And you should be able to set up a pool. Not to go off on a tangent there. This was supposed to be about how to do the Yoroi thing. I had a lot of questions about it. Hopefully I answered your questions, but there you go. Hopefully, Bari, hopefully answered questions. 4 hours for a beginner, 4 hours for a beginner to set up a pool. Sorry, I'm using biometrics. I got to put my face on it. There it goes. It's my eyeballs to look at it. I have the eye setting on. If I'm not looking at the phone, it won't open. There we go. Back on. Okay. Any other questions? Looks good. Oh, but Short Turkey, I have a question as to a pool operator. Can you know how many operators delegate to you? Yes. You go on Pool Tool, select the individual pool. There is a page for it. I noticed I'm still screen sharing my screen. Here, I'll show once I have it open. What browser don't open here? Okay. If I run out of bandwidth, it's kind of pushing the limit right now. Looks like it's still working. So on Pool Tool, it's going to be slow. It's going to be slow. Okay. So how do you see? Okay, how did I do that again? Okay, so let's say go to my pool Digi here. Okay, so here's Digi. And one of these settings somewhere in here is delegators. Here it is. Okay, tab. So that's how you find out, right? In Short Turk, you go to delegators. This will populate. It's just taking my computer a very long time. This is going to show up with the data. At least I've seen it in here before. Okay. So that's how you can see how many people delegate to a pool. It's just not showing at the present, possibly due to very low bandwidth. Okay. Anything else? Any other questions on this? This is really cool. I don't know if you guys seen this. Let's see. You've probably seen competitive forks. It's kind of funny. Competitive forks, if you have a slot battle, see this slot battle, those are okay. Those are like protocol compliant. It's okay to have a slot battle where because of the multi-party computation, different pools might get picked for the same slot. If you look at the big picture, they don't really happen that often. It's a very, very small percent of the time. It's like an acceptable, tolerable number to have a slot battle. Where we run into problems is hype battles. They kind of don't make sense. They kind of shouldn't happen if the network is running well. So I don't know about that. There's a couple other cool things on here. Live analysis. This is kind of neat. You can take this little slider bar and you see the pools here, the return on stake versus stake. And you can take this little slider bar and slide it. And it will show you the distribution on how well the pools do. Now, it might not make sense here. Let me narrow it down. Let me narrow the range down. What's digit? For example, 110. You can slide this up and reduce it down to just a couple of pools. Okay, and then you can check to see the trend on how well the pool is performing with the percent ROS versus blocks produced, and then slide it. I don't see where that. Oh yeah, there's Digi in there. So like here's Digi here, for example, and on the blocks produced. Sorry, I'm off on a tangent now. This is supposed, but it's kind of fun. I mean, I'm already set up. May as well do it. And then when you slide it, you can see how it changes over 10 epochs of time frame. You can't see the 10 because it's behind my picture right here. Okay, so that's another tool. There's a network health. There's network health right there. Okay, shows you different versions of Jormungand are running. Right now, there's 13 different versions. So you got 0.8.9, 0.8 through 0.8.13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then from 0.8.9, there's a bunch of different flavors of that build. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 8 and 5, 13. Yeah, so 13 different variations going on right now. Network's pretty good. It's above 92% synchronization. Block alignment, you want to see the center of mass should be at 0, and it is. So that's a good sign. Block height, this is the current max block height reported by pools that are reporting in the block height. So there's just a few things I'm going to show you there. Kind of neat. Papa Carp does some amazing work. Okay, all right. So let me see. Any other questions? Hopefully I answered your questions there. Let's see. Short Turk. Did I answer? I hope I answered your question. Riley O'Flowen. Also great videos, really useful for the community. Awesome. Thank you. How many persons? Sorry, I am driving. Oh, don't drive and watch my videos. They're not that good. No, just kidding. Drive safe. And remember, make sure you wash your hands and take your vitamins to avoid the coronavirus best you can. Take your vitamins. Immune system, last line of defense. Let's see. How many persons? Let me see. Oh, how many persons are watching? I don't know. 10 people. Yay. Thank you, everyone. Engineer Pepper asks, when we be back to number 1 slot? Not on this version of Daedalus. Digi will not move to the number 1 slot on this version of Daedalus because the current version of Daedalus is ranking based on below saturation. So the pools that are the furthest below saturation and producing blocks are going to get the highest ranking. That was a change. That's in Daedalus 2.2.0. But from the Daedalus 2.1.0 series, they put the highest performing pools. So Digi was usually at the top. And so I can give you an example from Pool Tool, whereas Digi is sitting right now. It's actually sitting really good. I'm kind of amazed. I have some stake. When the stake thing showed up, I have some stake from IOHK, so they're backing me a little bit, and that's good. I'm thankful for that. But I have a lot of natural stake. And what I mean by natural stake is natural delegators who are just members of the community. So here's Digi here, and out of hundreds of pools, it's at the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 12th position down here. That's really good. Of block producers, 22,620 blocks produced. So pretty good. Pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. It's working well. My sons, Kyle and Christian, are the technicians taking care of the pool right now while I'm on travel, and they do a fantastic job. Um, they're both software engineering or computer science related students, and they're really good with computers. So they're doing some nice work there. Let's see. All right. Hopefully answered your question. So when we'll be back to number one slot, this is one I want to get right here. I want to get the number one slot on the front page of Pool Tool. I have a competitive nature, so it's fun in a fun way. You got to have fun. You got to be competitive. If we all held hands and sang Kumbaya, it wouldn't be as much fun. But you got to balance the two. You got to do both. Hopefully, I've managed to do that. Jabari asks, state pool operators do run full nodes, correct? Yes, that is correct. Pool operators do run full nodes. Daedalus wallet, like what's shown on the left-hand side of my screen, is also a full node. So Daedalus carries the entire blockchain. The difference is the pool nodes have their ports open to receive incoming connections from other nodes and from Daedalus wallets. So right now, if I open, I got this little map. I know y'all seen my map before. I totally get a kick out of it. Let me pop this little map open here and then set it to Jormungandr because the back end of Daedalus is Jormungandr. And I'll open this up, and you see this little red and green bar. Red is upload, green is download, and this is Jormungandr uploading and downloading because Jormungandr is the back end to the Cardano wallet. Oops, I better hide those little things over there. Yeah, let's put that away for a minute. And you'll notice this looks just like my node map because it is kind of, this is a Daedalus wallet right here. And if I zoom in, you can see all the connections because when I zoom out on this map, the connections blend together. And then the further you zoom in. So you see, this is what your wallet looks like. Right now I'm in San Diego. You can see I'm in San Diego here. Oh, look. And I know some of these folks. There's up in Marietta and Los Angeles. Some of the folks from the stake pool operators group. And the green flashing lines is a communication inbound and outbound to and from all the different nodes out there. So you can see my wallet is talking to the other pool operator nodes here. These are pool operator nodes. This node up here in LA is one of these is an IOHK node, and the rest of them are other pool operators who are operating out of the Silicon Valley area. Now, that doesn't mean that people live there. They can live in Japan or Antarctica or South Africa, and they can rent a DigitalOcean node. That's a lot of people are finding DigitalOcean works really good. Amazon Web Service runs really good, but some of the other online cloud services don't run very good. Okay. So that's what you got to check with the stake pool best practice group if you want to find a good one. Let's see. So I answered your question there. Oh, Chin Sung Chang says, hi, I staked at Digi2 and got 0 reward today. All right. So here's how that works. If you just started here, I think I'm done with the screen share. Any other questions? Let me know in the wallet. So I got the wallets open. So to answer your question, Mr. Chin Sun Cheng, you have to have staked more than 2 epochs. And if you have, then close your wallet and reopen it. You definitely, if you staked with Digi more than 2 epochs ago and you are in the reward zone from Digi or Digi2, you will definitely have rewards. You will definitely have rewards. Okay. If they are not showing, and I have heard that several times, not just for my pool, but multiple pools, people say, hey, I didn't get rewards. You got to close your wallet and reopen it and give it a little bit of time to update. When in doubt, check Pegasus tool. That seems to be really reliable. Last ditch effort is check the Shelly Block Explorer. That thing can't lie. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. Just check the Shelly Block Explorer. It's probably the harder of the 3 methods. That's why we have Pegasus and Pool Tool. But yeah, you'll have rewards if you stake with Digi. They'll definitely be there. But I have seen and heard people say their wallets showed 0 rewards. So just close it, reopen it. They'll show up. It'll be in there. Let's see. Hopefully answered your question. I do have a Telegram called Digital Fortress. I'll drop a link down below after I'm done with the stream here, and it's my customer support line for Digital Fortress stakers. Of course, anyone go in there, um, but it's for people staking with Digi who would like some customer support. Let's see. Jabari asks, "What page is the map on?" Oh, the map I pulled up is on Mac OS X in an app called Little Snitch. So it's on my computer. It's only on this computer. This little map is on my computer. And I can use it to monitor processes. It's really cool, but it's only on Mac OS X. If you want to see a map, you got the IOHK. I don't know if you guys ever seen it. You ever seen the IOHK.io map? It's pretty awesome. Let me see. I guess my internet's working pretty good. IOHK I watch now. It's going to load slow because I've got no bandwidth left. Okay, so let me see. Anything else? Oh, I've got Abubakar Koita from Australia. Hi from Australia. Thank you for being here from Australia. I got to remember, I'm in San Diego right now, and most of the people that are awake are in Asia and Australia because it's later in the evening on the eastern side of the U.S. and it's late at night in Europe. But what is it? Early tomorrow morning in Australia. Yeah, it's tomorrow morning in Australia. March 3rd in the morning time, I guess. Okay, so there's the IOHK map. Pretty cool. You can rotate it, grab it, click, drag, rotate, roll. Go to the different parts of the earth. You can see high concentration of nodes in Europe, high concentration of nodes in North America, sparsely populated. You got a node right here in the middle of the Amazon. Talk about Amazon Web Services. You see somebody run a Bitcoin node out in the middle of the Amazon. Just kidding. I'm not beating up on Bitcoin, but you know how it is. South Africa and Australia. Okay, good distribution of Cardano nodes, several in New Zealand. You can zoom in. I'm going to click and drag, zoom in. And if you leave it alone, if you don't click and drag on it, it'll eventually sweep back over to the, it will rotate to the last block created. It'll just rotate on its own, but I already messed with it, so it might not do that for a little while. It might have to think for a little while before it rotates to the next one. That's a really cool map. It's pretty neat. IOHK makes cool toys. Scott Darby created that map. Pretty amazing. Let me see. Can I add more ADA in my Yoroi wallet? Yes, you can. Testnet ADA, but the testnet ADA would have to come from somewhere. Or if you're talking about mainnet Yoroi, then yes, you can add more mainnet Yoroi, but the two cannot cross. So if you purchase mainnet ADA today, you cannot use it on a testnet. They don't cross networks. Okay, let's see here. Hopefully I answered your question. So the answer is yes, you can always add more ADA to your Yoroi wallet, but it must stay on testnet or on mainnet, but it can't cross. Jabari asks, how often does the Sheliak map get updated? About every 20 seconds on average, because the block time has a 20-second average, but sometimes it takes a little more than a minute, and sometimes it's only 5 seconds between updates. So, well, if you were to start a node today, as your node learns the network and the network learns your node, it will eventually show up. I don't know how long that will take. It's going to be dependent on the network. It might never show up. It might take days and days and days because not all nodes talk to all nodes. Some nodes talk to some nodes and others talk to others, but not all talk to all. Let me see, from Oklahoma, Engineer Prepper. I thought so with the name like Prepper. I read the book called Preppers or Patriots, and it was a prepper book. Pretty wild, pretty interesting. It says, can you post the Telegram link so I can go to bed. LOL. Yes, I'll post the Telegram link. Hold on, let me pop my Telegram. No, I'm not going to open my Telegram on a live stream because I have private communications. So I will drop the link as soon as we're done. Well, as soon as we're done. Okay. Oh, wait, I can do it from this tablet. I'll drop it as soon as I can. All right, Engineer Prepper. I'm going into overtime right now. Let's see. Abu Kabar Qaeda, thanks. I've been receiving good return on Digital Fortress. Excellent. That's good news. I'm kind of confused about the returns because I thought the Genesis block was set to 7.6%, but people are reporting averages. You can see it on Pool Tool. I calculated the median percent is 10.8%. So Digi and Digi2 are doing a little bit better than 10.8%, but the median is 10.8 and the setting is 7.6. So I don't understand why that is. Ouroboros is being a generous god, a kind and generous god. Okay. Let's see. It would be cool to see Bitcoin, Tron, EOS node maps for comparison. Oh, I did that, Riley. That was from Riley. I checked them for comparison and they look the same. Well, so I looked at EOS. Not Trezor, Tezos. And I looked at Tezos, and their maps look the same. Tezos has more nodes. One of them has like 29,000 nodes total, but I think they've got a different way of going about it. But if you look at the density and distribution, it's about the same. But if you also look at I don't know if the money distribution of the planet, it's about the same. So yeah, the nodes between the different projects, the node distributions look the same. I thought it was kind of neat. Oh, Engineer Prepper, you read that book, Patriots. There were two of them. I forget what the other one was. I read them both. And you know, the reason why that book comes to mind, Patriots, if you remember the other one, let me know in the chat, is that something like this coronavirus could spark something like that global meltdown that was in the book. It was crazy. It was a crazy book. But it was also very interesting. It was there's stuff to be learned from it. Let's see. Billy Ferguson says, I want to start advertising it, but I want to make sure everyone is fine before I start building a community. Is that for a node that you want to start advertising, Billy? I think that's what you're referring to. All right. I guess you're going to be setting up a node. All right, Billy. Okay, so the main thing of the podcast, Billy, good to see you again as well. Good to see you. You're a freaking flyer on Digital Fortress. So the main thing is I wanted to show you guys how to use the Daedalus and Yoroi Mobile, that you can put the 15 word seed in from Daedalus into Yoroi and from Yoroi into Daedalus. It works both ways. You can put multiple wallets in Yoroi or Yoroi Mobile. And soon to come is multiple wallets in the Yoroi web browser plugin. And so I think that was important. I think that's cool. I think it's good to know. I think it's good practice because when we go to mainnet, you'll be able to do that. Also, when we go to mainnet, I think Trezor will be ready for mainnet. Trezor is, from what I heard, a little bit easier to integrate. And then Ledger. So they're trying to get Ledger. Don't be surprised if Trezor wins the race to getting hardware cold storage. We'll see. I think before we go from testnet to mainnet, I'm thinking Trezor might pull it off. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching Digital Fortress. I'm going to wrap it up for the evening. Let me see. Let's just stop share. I'm glad this worked out. I'm surprised it worked out. I never had done that before, but now I know it'll work. So thanks for helping me experiment with YouTube as well and asking questions. And I hope this was helpful. So you everyone have a good night. Have a good day. For those of you in Australia and Asia, starting your day off. Take care. Bye-bye.